I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
In this internet dystopia that we call home, I admit I fell into a deep spiral of trying to be consistent.
While dealing with work responsibilities, home life, and even my own needs, I was burning out. Then unexpectedly, I got a cold. That took me out for 1 week.
Then, for the first time ever in my life, I got food poisoning. Oh! All to say, I was able to take a month off from everything. At first, I went through my usual rounds of being depressed and worthless. Altogether, this put me out 2 weeks. But being sick and out of it for 2 weeks, it weirdly enough was the one thing to finally help me get a glimpse of what it's like to be, to exist, to be in the present, to be in the now, without all the nagging anxiety and chatter in my head that I usually deal with.
I was free from it.
It was nice just to slow down. I was able to spend a lot more time with my wife, our 3 cats, and just to spend time with myself. You see, the thing is, I've been spending so much of my time living for others. Even my own expectations. I'm just trying to do so many things that I'm not giving myself enough time to just exist. Oh, I need to know what I'm saying. Going through life without anxiety is just something that I desire so much. And it's something that I need if I'm going to be able to pursue and be successful at my artistic endeavors, and honestly, even as a person.
All I want, my love.
I signed up for therapy. And you know, therapy really helped me to take a step back from just consuming so much social media and being able to actually comprehend what I'm actually looking at. And what am I looking for? Now that's the question. Then I stumbled across this quote from Rick Rubin.
The audience comes last. I'm not making it for them. I'm making it for me. And it turns out that when you make something truly for yourself, you're doing the best thing you possibly can for the audience.
Which I highly recommend his book, The Creative Act, A Way of Being. And I feel like that's the problem on social media, for content creators all across the interwebs. We're so focused on trends, algorithm, trying to find our style, and whatever the heck that means. But I feel like we're not asking ourselves the right question. Keyword, want. To get kind of real for a second, the last few weeks to a month, I've kind of been going through a creative block. And I finally figured out what it is that's kind of perpetuating this continuous recurring creative block. And it's the fact that I keep comparing myself to others. Slowing down has really helped me to examine myself kind of like third person mode in a video game. There's more I can see of myself than just being like blinders on like a horse. But with that comparing myself to others, I'm also finding out there's another piece to this puzzle that I haven't noticed. And that's, I continuously look externally. I look outward when it comes to finding the things that I want to create and like finding what I want to be creating. The art of slow living that I'm trying to utilize, I found that for me, the problem that I'm having, trying to figure out my style, trying to figure out what Shua Films means and what it looks like. But I think the pursuit of finding a style is so surface level that at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. And I know that's kind of like weird to say because, you know, all those YouTube giants that we look up to, they have like something distinct about them or a feature that they use. But I think most of the time it wasn't something that they focused on finding. It just happened to be something that they enjoyed or something that was a part of them. But instead of spending all my free time trying to think about it and go through the millions of options, just getting stuck in that revolving door of what it could be, I had to step away from looking at other people. There's no other you. That was so cheesy and cliche, but it's true. Stop trying to be so impatient with finding my style, and I even worry about it in the first place. But really just slow down. Just slow down, find myself in all of this mumbo jumbo-ness. Because being a creative is not easy. Being a creative is not for the faint of heart. We don't do this because we just stumbled upon it one day. I don't get paid to create these YouTube videos. I do them because I have to. I have this desire to make these things. That's how I know that I'm an artist, I'm a creative. I have to make these things. Sometimes things in life are just too beautiful and precious. And you kind of just want to be in the moment and keep it for yourself.
If I like a moment, I mean me, personally, I don't like to have the distraction of the camera. Just want to stay in it.
So my advice for people who have been doing YouTube, or even if you're starting out in this upcoming year of 2024, I highly recommend maintaining a life. Don't worry about finding your style. There's gonna be a lot of distractions, a lot of things that are gonna pull you different directions. Or if you're at the point where you need to find yourself, create things that keep you true to yourself. The audience that you're looking for, they'll find you. And they'll truly connect with you. And I thank you for coming to my TED Talk.